Hello guys, if you can believe it, this is in fact a sketchbook video after millennia of nothing. It is a Moleskine sketchbook. I got it just because I had a Target gift card and I didn't have anything else I wanted to buy there, so I thought this might be the one chance to get an expensive sketchbook. And I was a little bit disappointed actually. I would definitely prefer my usual Canson XL mixed media just because it can take watercolor, like I like to use it. I just like thoroughly abuse the paper. Other than that, there might be just some random cuts throughout the video in case there's something personal on one of the pages I don't want you to see. There's this, I was laughing because there's just this randomly slightly thinner page and there's no like reason for it. I'm just like, okay, Moleskine. I wanted to start off the sketchbook on the right foot. And here I was just doing some drawings of Jun Cha. I definitely butchered his name, but point is he's a junior figure skater in Korea and he's amazing. He has a routine set to Peanut Butter Jelly by Galantis and it's hilarious. You have to check it out. So yeah, he has this like crazy outfit with like a huge belt buckle and sunglasses and I just love everything about it. Here I was doing like a study of a French animator and here I was just messing around with kind of mixing this dragon vibe with a cat and I wanted to mess around with the texture of it. Yeah. Here I kind of wanted to come up with a bit of a character design, mess around with some fashion and poofy pants. Here I was going for like a futuristic space castle vibe. I was like imagining it to be stacked like a tiered cake. And here I just had tissues and a mug because I was feeling under the weather. Oh, here I visited a local cafe in Minneapolis. I was doing like a research project. But anyway, I just did like an observational drawing there. This is kind of just like a buccaneer captain type lady. Oh, and here I did a seahorse just because I really love the texture of seahorses and Very's marine life. Like, it's so lumpy and vaguely translucent and just everything I love, so I mean, I have to draw it. Yeah. Okay, so here I went to a local mall and I was doing just people drawings, people I saw. And at the time, I was talking to my friend and I noticed that in Renaissance paintings, babies are like so fat and lumpy and I love it. So I wanted to draw that classic Renaissance baby. Just some more people drawings of people I was seeing, more marine life just because I can't get enough of those textures. Oh my god, and there is like the cutest little girl at the mall and she was on a chair and she was like hanging half off it. I just thought it was so precious. And the same with this like cute little toddler girl. I was like, aww. And here I'm still in school and I'm just drawing my classmates. 'Cause you know, gotta have some way to pass the time. Here I was figuring out like some designs for something and messing around with these dogs. Just more drawings of classmates. And also I was taking an anthropology class in my high school at the time, so that's where this came from. Yeah, I wanted to mess around with the style of Charles Schultz for a little bit, just because he's, you know, he's from my hometown area and I feel a connection to that. Again, drawing my classmate. She just had like the greatest outfits, so it was great to come in and play with all the textures. Yeah, just trying to create some kind of flowy sleeve look. Oh, and you might recognize this from my last video. Still drawing my classmates. I don't know if you can hear a plane in the sky right now. I have my window open because it's summer and it's hot and I need to breathe, you know. So, excuse me for the background noise. Yeah, I was in French class, so I found out that the word for a short film is court-métrage. Métrage? Definitely rusty. And then I went to a violin recital of my best friend, and I wanted to support her, and in the meantime, I also drew all of the various kids that were playing the violin. It was a long recital. There was this dad that was like carefully like observing. He seemed vaguely critical, which was surprising because I mean it was just kids playing violin. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put anything on this page. I think I set it aside for later and then I forgot, but you know. Oh well. Oh, this is one of my friends. He just plays the violin so beautifully. I'm always left in awe. And then I was just hanging out with my friends for someone's birthday, and I was drawing them. Here I'm messing around with some watercolor, and here I wanted to create a Joan of Arc design just because I saw some paintings in a museum, and I felt inspired by that. And here I'm returning to my weeaboo roots of Naruto days with Neji. Here's Joan again. I got a subscription to Teen Vogue just because it was cheap, and I realized that I could cut out all of the fashion photos and use them for collage purposes. Yep, these are mainly all just classmate drawings because, I mean, not much else to do while you're in school. I really wish I didn't use yellow pencil sometimes because it's like almost impossible to see. More classmate drawings. This guy had like perfectly sculpted hair. It was ridiculous. I don't even know how he found the time to do that every morning. Oh, and here I finally busted out my gouache paints. Gouache is super expensive, but I managed to finally get enough money to buy a few small tubes, and it's been really fun to play around with them, but also a little bit scary just because they're so expensive and I always feel like I'm wasting them. Again, my friend bringing the kick-ass ripped jeans and cool shoes. I just love drawing her. Again, more classmates. A lot of like the girls in my high school have like really carefully curled hair, which I respect because that takes effort, that I do not do, but I like to draw it when I can. And here, I think I maybe finally got out of school. I was doing some studies of this guy on Tumblr. You should definitely check out his work. It's unbelievable. This like strappy dress style has just really come into fashion recently. I'm surprised. Okay, so here I finally went out and did some plein air. So here I was just doing a study of some tree branches. I love trees so much. If I could just get a job drawing trees for the rest of my life, that would be it. Like, I would be satisfied. What else? Here, I was drawing like the basketball court at my local park, and I was trying to just push the colors a bit more. I wasn't as concerned about the drawing per se, as you can tell. It was more just messing around with the color and getting comfortable with gouache. Here I did kind of like a rough sketch in watercolor, and then I tried to find the basic shapes. It's a very glamorous man. And here, some more tree bark texture work with color. Oh, like, tree bark, it's like the more you look at it, the deeper it goes, and it never ends, and that's just so satisfying to me. The only problem with that, though, is sometimes it's really hard to know when to stop in rendering a tree, and so that's its own skill. Some Sailor Moon stuff, and here I'm redrawing one of my really old characters. It was like, I just called her like Space Fox Girl. I might turn this into like an official illustration and do like a comparison to see my improvement. Again, just trying to get used to the gouache. This is a super beautiful model. I think her name's here, Jung Ho Yeon. Definitely butchered that. And here I did like a drawing that I actually quite like of myself. The only thing is that, as usual, yellow pencil is a fucking bitch to see, so I don't know why I keep doing this. I should switch to a much more visible color. Yeah, just doing some observation of some chairs. I think really one of my huge weak points is perspective and backgrounds and just creating environments for my characters to reside in. And I have just so much respect for people that can make environments come alive. Yeah, so here I was at the Minnesota Arboretum and I drew this kind of Japanese bonsai style tree. And here, just doing some more drawings. I know that, like, stuff's been going down in Steven Universe. I haven't seen most of the episodes in a while. I love to do just some copies of Sailor Moon style every once in a while, just because the vague androgyny yet cuteness of it appeals to me. Like, they managed to tap into something very feminine while also keeping it, like, almost, like, gender neutral. It's so hard to explain, but a lot of things about Sailor Moon appeal to me. And then one of my friends got a bearded dragon, so I had to draw that with all of its weird lumpy skin. So more bearded dragon drawings. I like how this one turned out. I don't even know who this character is from Cowboy Bebop. All I know is that I really enjoy the style of the show and I need to watch it sometime because I just love every photo I see. Yeah. Some more sketches. And I kind of like how the anatomy turned out on this one. Here I was just doing a quick observational drawing of my next door neighbor's roof. Here is just a ceiling lamp, some jars. I'm not really sure what this is. Don't even ask me about it. Princess Peach. I don't know. Whenever, like, I draw myself, I feel strange. Okay, so here I went on a road trip with my family, and I was drawing the cars and the landscape, and that was really fun. I got to do a lot of nature planner paintings when we, like, got to the place we were staying at after the trip, and it was beautiful, and there were lakes, and I was like, oh, wow. And, here's some more environments. Here's kind of like a cliff face. And then here's the same scene that I had drawn earlier, but I wanted to, you know, go all impressionistic and draw the same thing at different times of day to see how the colors change and evolve. And then the drawings just get really restless and hectic because I just didn't really know where I was going at this point in time, and that's where the sketchbook ends. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully this video was somewhat interesting to you. Hopefully you aren't horrifically tired of my voice yet, and I'm just excited to take you along with a lot of my summer plans, and I will, in a few weeks, be at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design because I'm extremely lucky to have gotten a full scholarship to do their like monthly like summer program, and so I'll be living in like an apartment with like a few other artistic teenagers, and I'll be studying comics as my major, and I'm hoping to be able to ask other people about their artistic practices and maybe finally have a few guests on this channel of mine, so that should be a super sweet treat for you guys. And other than that, guys, you know, stay hydrated, go outside, take care of yourselves. I love you all. Bye.